I sure do love being a sports fan. Do you like the Patriots, the Angels? Neither? Well, who cares? Just hit that subscribe button anyways, because, you know, that's always fun. Alright, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to some Fortnite. But we're not here for Fortnite, we're here for ranting. And, rant I will. Now, I had a couple ideas of how I was going to be structuring this video. At first, before the All-Star break, which, by the way, for context, I just woke up. Alright, give me a break. I'm working nights, so screw me. So to give some context, we are halfway through the season as baseball Angeles is concerned. Whoop-de frickin' do. All-Star break is over. Freaking, it's a Houston Astros series. I really wanted to try and get this video out before the series began, but alas, here we are. Freaking, I'm pretty sure this is gonna be like. I'm pretty sure by the time this goes up, the Angels are probably already one game down. Which kind of sucks because the Angels are currently a game under 500. And, yeah, it's not fun at all. The entire point was me just coming here and ranting. And I really wish it wasn't that. I really wish things were different. Because, well, alright, I just... Oh, it's so infuriating being a freaking Angel. So before I get an aneurysm, let's all just, you know, let's just jump back, right? Let's jump back to the beginning of the season. The Angels begin with a 3-game series against the Oakland A's. Now, all right, I get it. It's the 2023 A's. They are absolute hot garbage. Literally sell the team, guy. All right, just sell every poverty franchise. Just sell your team. Screw it. And I wanna preface this with, I made a small prediction to myself, or with myself, however the phrasing goes, that game with the A's pretty much just showed how the Angels season would have ended up. Got him. You know, I specifically played this instead of the show because I thought I'd be more distracted on the show. Nope, I am wrong. Why did I listen to myself? But the first game with the A's, right, was pretty much the omen of things to come for the Angeles. And I really hate to admit that because this game featured everything that would plague the Angeles this season. What am I talking about? I'm talking about pretty good pitching, all right? It was a really good first half with pitching. Reed Detmers, Patrick Sandoval, sure, Tyler Anderson kind of kicked a bucket every so often, but I mean, he had some moments he shined a bit. Griffin Canning was absolutely, he's been phenomenal. He's actually freaking outdone Patrick Sandoval and Reed Detmers on certain occasions, which is freaking weird, but hey, you know what? We take those. And this game also pretty much showed the worst side of pitching with Aaron Loup. Aaron Loup has gotten the short end of the stick, to put it nicely. I don't get it. There was an interview that actually had come out recently where Aaron Loup was like, "Yeah, I don't really like how everything's going, but you know, I think I can get it down now because you know this was the year where they innovated and they brought in the pitch timer. The pitch timer has been It's been making baseball watchable because, you know, prior to this, baseball games took like 48 hours to complete. That's because, you know, pitchers could basically stand around pretty much all day, cycling through pitches, you know, getting warmed up, doing whatever they wanted to do, essentially. If they wanted to take a timeout, they could take a timeout. They can take as many freaking timeouts as they basically wanted to. You could stay there for ages. Like, I've literally sat through like well, not really sat through, but I swear to God, dude. I swear to God, I saw the Padres go into like 28 innings last year over like the course of 4 hours. I literally did overtime at work, and the Padres were still freaking playing. Like, what's happening? Nowadays, you finish a freaking tall can of beer and the game's over. It's like, what happened? You know. So, obviously, kind of needed changes. Is that me speaking as a casual baseball fan? Yes, but I'm sorry, but I have things to do, alright? I get it's America's pastime, but America has things to do, alright? We're busy people, but Anywho, back to the game. I know I'm getting sidetracked, but like I said, I just woke up. I don't have Pepsi Zero Sugar. I have freaking Starry. What is Starry? Starry is garbage. Bring back Sierra Mist. But this game, everything, just the batting, one freaking run, guy. In like the entire game from the Angels, one run. All right, cool. At least Shohei Ohtani was capable of, you know, having great innings. He didn't let anything happen. And then you have God-tier plays from people like Hunter Renfroe, who, by the way, would come to like never do absolutely anything again. I thought that was chicken for a second. Nope, that is ice cream. And then on top of that, right, on top of that, you just it just all culminates into a last-minute bucket-kicking L for the Angelies. Like, you could not have it any other way. And all at the very end of the game, too. All at the very end of the game. The opening of baseball this year for the Angels just set every single thing in stone. And I honestly thought, all right, well, it's Angels baseball. We're back at it again, boys. You know, absolute garbage plays. But no. Why? Because the Angels actually did pretty good. I think the Angels had been... oh, do I want this? Probably not. The Angels hadn't been under 500 since they were like on an 11-12 record, I believe it was. I forgot what the stat was. It was something like that, though. And it was like pretty cool to think about, because when you're a Poverty Angel fan, you know, all you think about is the sub 500 record. But for them to have been either one game over or, oh, there's another one. Oh, freaking God. So for the Angels to be like one game over 500 at the very least for pretty much this entire time span in the entirety of like what? Is it 82 games, I think? Freaking whatever it is. For them to be like over 500 is an absolute god. I don't care what you say. For the Angels, that's pretty freaking good. But I mean, it's always nice to, you know, be winning. And well, let's look at kind of the lineup, right? Let's look at how everything's been. The Angels this year were they're actually pretty freaking stacked. You got Brandon Drury, you got Gio Urshela, my favorite Yank, my only favorite freaking Yank. I like Gio Urshela. Gio Urshela was a very welcome addition to the team. I really do enjoy seeing his at-bats. I mean, my guy, he's literally like a guaranteed runner in scoring position and like a guaranteed first base, because he's like Anthony Rendon, but not hurt all the time. And if Anthony Rendon could actually, you know, hit the ball more than once, he's absolutely great. Gio Urshela is a welcome addition to the team, but I've said it before, Gio Urshela is on a he's basically a rental. Like, hey, we need a seventh guy. Like, all right, cool. I don't know why I didn't say like a fourth guy to squad up, but you know, whatever. I'm tired. But yeah, Gio, freaking great addition. And where the Angels have really shined this year are the rookies. Oh, sweet Lord. Give me my Logan O'Hoppe, Zach Neto, and Mickey Mother effing Moniak jersey, boys. What is this? Just ammo. The prospects. The minor leagues. Minor leagues. Hold on. Oh, no. Oh, no. That's going to be taken out of context. Oh, no, that's me right now. Oh, bro had me dead. Oh, no. The minor leagues. All right, the minor leagues. We can't. That's going to go into the end of the year compilation. Oh, no, boys. No. I meant the minor leagues. AA, kind of AAA. Everything's been... It's been pretty good for you, boys. Like I said, Logan O'Hoppe, bro. Freaking Mickey, take it. That's kind of just it. Those three, because everything else has just been backups to backups. Because well, it's a cruel fate to be an Angels fan, and because pretty much everyone you enjoy watching just dies. Everyone dies. Jared Walsh was out for the entirety of like the first half of the first half because, you know, the Angels decided to just curse him and hate him, and we didn't have him for a while because he was just kind of miserable and depressed all the time. And he came back. He was all good, but until he wasn't, because I'm not gonna lie, as much as I was riding on Jared Walsh coming back, as much as I was hoping, Jared Walsh was kind of poo-poo on his return. But at least he did return, because we still have Max Stassi, our starting catcher, who still isn't out, or still isn't back. Now, I think he's out on like a family emergency type thing, which, I mean, all due respect, you go take care of your things, but I mean, if you're the Angels at this rate, that's like a roster spot taken out. I don't know if there's anything they can really do, but I mean, the replacements have been more than, they've done more than enough to make up for not having Max Stassi. As I've said, Logan O'Hoppe had come in. He just manhandled every single team by their drooping nutsack and just had their way with them. Logan O'Hoppe, Rookie of the Year, bro. At least he would have been had he not exploded in, Yankee land. Those filthy Yankees out here killing my freaking top prospect. Take it, he was from the Phillies, but screw it. There's our prospect now, boy. So yeah, Logan O'Hoppe leaves. Bring up Matt Thaiss and Giga Chad Wallach. And here's another thing. Because everyone that was good is pretty much gone, you gotta rely on backups, right? You gotta rely on backups to backups. And the backups to the catchers. Oh boy, did they receive a lot of flack. Now, I've said it before, right? Even with the Patriots, I try to love everybody on the team. No matter how garbage you are, no matter how many times you Isaiah win a situation, I will do my very best to still support you as long as you're on this team. Even when you're long gone, alright? I try. I really do. But Matt Thaiss and Giga Chad Wallach at the beginning of the season when they were coming out, and it was especially apparent during the Boston and Yankees series. Oh, sweet Mary Magdalene. I do not want to go back to those days. Because Matt Thaiss was doing catcher's interference on pretty much every freaking, just everything. It was absolutely painful to witness. Absolutely painful. And not only that, but he was just like striking out, grounding out, sucking absolute just... I think Matt Thaiss was the reason that the Red Sox series was such a just a nightmare to witness. It's freaking weenie. But they've recently stepped up to the plate, as I've said. Everyone's literally just unlocked Ultra Instinct and has started just batting like absolute monsters, which is always good. I'm really glad that they were able to, do that. Definitely brings a smile to my face seeing Matt Thaiss and Chad Wallach save certain series, like the Rangers series. Yeah, they stepped up to the plate, got home runs when they had to. It was amazing. They literally saw the feedback that every single fan... Did I not get my thingy? Oh, no, idiot. They literally heard all the fans, and they were like, alright, I see you. And they just absolutely unloaded. They just... Oh, my God. I have never been more excited to see Matt Thaiss coming up, dude. That's about all I'm going to try and say. Alright, who's missing all these shots, guy? Oh, that's a bot. I don't want to deal with the bot. Oh, that bot's hurting. And as we know, the veterans are the veterans. You got Mike Fishman. You got Taylor Ward. Taylor Ward has been a very interesting topic to deal with. Not because he's... Well, actually, that's exactly why. Because Taylor Ward has kind of regressed into just a punching bag lately. And for some godforsaken reason, despite his potential replacement, Mickey Moniak, being an absolute unit, they continue to just use Taylor Ward in kind of the worst ways possible. And by that, I mean in the leadoff spot. When I see Taylor Ward coming up, and I didn't used to think this because Taylor Ward, actually used to be decent. When Taylor Ward comes up, my first thought is, oh, lovely, there's an automatic out. And I hate thinking that. I really hate to think that, but that's just what happens. Taylor Ward has unfortunately kind of just goofed so much that's all that comes out of my mind when I see him. And it's very depressing. I really hate thinking like that about someone like Taylor Ward, because Taylor Ward can hit home runs. He can do that. He can be pretty good. He just tends to kick the bucket a lot of times. So, you know, you don't get to see good Taylor Ward. Although there have been rumors that I think Taylor Ward might be with Taylor Swift. So now every time he comes to bat, I say do it for Swift. Even though he, you know, probably ain't even with her. I don't know. All I know is those stories came out, and then Taylor Ward hit freaking homers, just absolute dingers the following games. Is it coincidence? Who freaking knows? But Taylor Ward just he's a literal hit or miss. Like you can't be more far from that phrase. Hit or miss. It's either a home run or he's grounded out and double playing into freaking first base. It's painful. Oh yeah, and about Mike Trout, the curse continues. Mike Trout keeps on dying and exploding, as we saw with the freaking sweep from the freaking Padres. Oh, I don't even want to get started on that, dude. I do not want to get started on the Padres sweeping the freaking Angels. Absolute freaking pain. I don't want it. I don't want it. No. I refuse to elaborate. All I know is Mike Fishman is dead. Shohei Ohtani, freaking his finger sucked or something. It was not. Anthony Rendon again. You know what? Screw it. We're not going into Mickey Moniak. Mickey Moniak has been fantastic. He's been freaking great. Love the Mets. But I need to go into the freaking biggest freaking red flag of this team right now. And that's Anthony Rendon. My guy, Anthony Rendon, as just like... Remember what I said about wanting to enjoy every single team member? Anthony Rendon has been very, very hard to enjoy. Like, very, very hard to enjoy. Because he keeps getting hurt. Like, I don't think I've seen anybody getting hurt this much unless in freaking sport ever. You know those videos of a guy that's like playing volleyball? Or I think it's soccer too, and they put him as the goalie. And he just keeps getting kicked in the face. You know that video? That's exactly who Anthony Rendon is. Except instead of saving the team, Anthony Rendon has somehow made it a little bit worse when he's not on the team. Yes, somehow statistically, the team wins more games with Anthony Rendon in the lineup than when he's out of the lineup. Now, it could also be that Anthony Rendon is just goated at third, which is probably the case because Anthony Rendon's goated at third. He's caught some pretty good balls, and he's freaking just absolutely kicked the bucket on more balls than I would love to imagine. The Boston series definitely does come to mind. Again, I don't want to remember the Boston series. I don't want to remember the Yankee series. Those were completely winnable games, and yeah. We'll get to that later, if I remember. But yeah, Anthony Rendon. It's just like, can you please? I just want 1 week without Anthony Rendon getting hurt. Is it gonna happen? Probably not. But it would be nice. It would be very, very nice to have Anthony Rendon for more than a week without him absolutely imploding on himself. You know, I probably could have saved the imploding in on itself for a Jared Walsh section, but I already talked about Jared Walsh. Let's talk about the other part of the field that's kind of imploding in on itself. Oh, shortstop. We have freaking Squid, bro. Andrew Velasquez, Squid. He's another one of those. I try really hard to love you, but I just really want to end everything. And when you're playing the Doyers, right, and your bases are loaded, Shohei Ohtani's coming up. He could probably hit for the cycle for the 500 millionth time. You know, the last thing you want to do is strike out. But Squid, bro. Andrew Velasquez. He just managed to. He's literally just that guy, bro. Literally, Chicken Little was able to drive in a home run. or a run in general. But not Squid, bro. No, not Squid. Heaven forbid Squid stare at the ball that's flying all the way to freaking Minnesota, dude. Heaven forbid. Squid said, I got it, guys. He said Spuds on the job. And then, I just kicked the bucket. And more times than one. More times than one. Definitely more times than one. But, Squid ain't the only one at fault. Did you just know I was here? Jesus. I don't care if the drum shotgun's better. I want the freaking pump. I've been waiting for this bad boy to return, and it's here, and I'm going to utilize it to its best. Even though, again, I'm pretty sure the drum shotgun... Oh, look at that. Now I can double pump. Oh. So, we have Squid at shortstop, and sometimes we also have Rengifo on shortstop. Luis Rengifo, or as Erica Weston calls him, Louis Rengifo, for some godforsaken reason, she calls him Louis. Who's Erica Weston? She's a reporter. I used to hate Erica Weston, but now I like her because I've heard the godforsaken Apple TV reporter, and Erica Weston seems like she's like the Tom Brady of reporters now, which is it's saying a lot when you got freaking Guy. Okay, if you could just let me shoot for 5 seconds. I mean, Luis Rengifo, I mean, he's got clutch moments, kinda. He's hit a few home runs, but that's literally it, a few. Oh, what's in the shop, actually? But that's about it. Luis Rengifo's kind of been a little disappointing. Again, he's been pretty disappointing. Not really much else to say. Oh, the JoJo. Not really much else to say. Mainly because I refuse to, because he kind of cost us more of the Dodgers game, and I'm not going into that yet. That'll go in that'll join a separate section. But yeah, shortstop has kind of been just dead since the real star of the Angleys lately has left, and of course I'm talking about rookie freaking Zach Neto. Zach Neto, bro. What hasn't been said about Zach Neto that hasn't been said about Zach Neto? Mans is a freaking god, bro. But unfortunately, due to, carrying the weight of the team on his shoulders, Zach Neto has kind of suffered the worst fate from the Angels, from everyone that's pretty much been out. Zach Neto has suffered an oblique injury. And it was originally supposed to be like, oh yeah, it's just it's a small pain, and they're like, then they were like, no, dude, you cannot play, you will explode. And he was like, all right, cool, whatever, just take a week or two off, and then be right back. And then he was like, then they're like, no, you're like at 90%, but there's like a 100% chance that if you do something stupid, and by something stupid we mean something clutch, you might actually die. So, well, not die, but you'll go back on the IL. And so they're like, you know what, screw it, the freaking first half is washed anyways, might as well just write it out and just have Zach Neto return in the second half of the season, which I think he is. I think Zach Neto is, along with one of the pitchers, Matt Moore. Oh my god, Matt Moore, please. They're scheduled to return today as I'm recording a first game against the Astros for a 3-game series, yada yada yada. And honestly, if Zach Neto returns today, oh, tears of joy. I will literally start crying, dude. I'm gonna see Zach Neto warming up, and then I'm just gonna start balling out. Is that what kids say, balling out? Yeah, right? Or is that basketball? Boys, am I getting the references wrong? But yeah, so Zach Neto, absolute freaking all-star. He got snubbed in the All-Stars, even though no one freaking cares about Zach Neto's, because everyone cares about the Rangers. Why focus on the Angleys when you can have the Rangers? Freaking garbage. Why focus on the Angleys when you can have the freaking Astros? Oh, that's even worse, dude. That is even worse. I can't say anything. I'm a Patriots fan. But yeah, so Zach Neto unfortunately bore the burden of carrying the team on his back along with Shohei Ohtani, and everything caught up to him. he can only clutch up for so long, and finally, and I think I know what caused the oblique injury, because against the Rangers, one of the games against the Rangers, he went to catch a foul ball. It was a pretty freaking gnarly catch, as the kids say, but he just smacked the freaking wall. Like, literally. He made the catch, but at what cost? Freaking absolutely pulverized himself. And I don't even think these freaking losers showed it in, like, the top 10 MLB clips or whatever for that week. Hey, look, I have this armor. I know that guy. Yeah, so that probably was what caused all that. More than likely. There's like a 99% chance that's what caused it. They brought up Joe Adell, but Joe Adell recently also had an oblique injury. Who would have freaking thunk this many people would have oblique injuries? Something is not being done right in Angeli's headquarters. I don't know what it is, but freaking screw it. Bring me in, coach. I'm sick and tired of all of my favorite players getting absolutely mollywopped. I'm sick of it. Get me in. I don't care how. Just bring me in. Somebody, anybody. Dude, I've been ranting for 30 minutes. I have literally not gotten to like the bad part of the seasons. And it's been 30 minutes, so screw it. Let me try to see if I can't speed this up. But yeah, so it's literally the entire season has devolved into we do really good for a few games, and then we just absolutely kick the bucket for another set of games, and then it's literally just a cycle of that. Someone gets hurt, we got to replace them, we replace them, that person gets hurt, the guy that was originally hurt comes back, but they kind of suck a little butthole at first, or potentially forever, and then, they leave, and the other guys come back, and it's like, oh, when is the cycle gonna... It's literally a Black Ops 4 zombie cycle. We need to break this cycle. And if Zach Neto, Mickey Moniak, and freaking Logan O'Hoppe are going to be the ones to break that cycle, with all due respect, literally just do it. Get rid of whoever you need to get rid of, and break the cycle. Just not Mike Fishman, because I have his jersey, or Shohei Ohtani because he's the GOAT, whatever. But yeah, it's so painful. I listened to Victor Rojas' podcast. That might sound completely unrelated, but believe me, it's gonna get there. We'll get there. And he was talking about it. If you don't know who Victor Rojas is, he was announcer for Angels games, or something like that. Just a guy, he only said, to let that baby out, but whatever. But I listened to his podcast, and I believe it was him who was talking to Gooby. Mark Gooby, so bro, who doesn't love them a good Gooby Tuesdays? And they were having a conversation, and this is like a grand overall point in the video. I know everything's unorganized, but I'm sorry. My ADHD, OCD, stupid self cannot exist right. Okay? I wanted to write a script. I'm telling you, I had bigger plans. I wanted more production, but I failed miserably. I'm sorry. But he was talking to Mark Gooby. So, I didn't pick up my gun. He was talking to Gooby, and he was telling him, hey, the Angels could have been, like, this was like towards the beginning of the season, that the Angels could have been, they could have been over 500. They could have been like 4 games over 500. And Victor Rojas, the Giga Chat, absolutely dropped the mic on Gooby, and he said, yeah, but you're not. Just like that, bro. And it was like, you know what? He's got a point. The Angels could easily be way more games over 500. But they're not. That was freaking weird. I don't know if it's a managerial thing anymore. I don't know if it's just the players just don't care anymore. But by the way, that's a strong possibility. Have you seen some of these guys? Only recently have some of the players started getting mad at the umpires when they have, very umpire-like calls. Only recently. And I'm genuinely starting to get confused, dude. Like, because this is a winning lineup. At least it was until everyone started getting freaking hurt. Gio Urshela literally, like, his hips lied to him, bro. His hips didn't lie. No, his hips lied. We lost freaking Gio Urshela also trying to carry the team on his back. And now his hip slide, and now we're not going to have anything nice. So, what, I don't know what's going on here. Now, sure, you can go ahead and be like, oh, that's classic Angels baseball, 500 baseball, woo! Yeah, if you don't like that, you know, freaking go root for another team, woo! I like the freaking Rockies, for Christ's sake. I can't like a winning team for some reason. Alright, I want to know who did that. Oh, that guy. What a freaking loot. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I genuinely do not. I can't figure out for the life of me what the direction of this team is. Are they going to rebuild? Because if they're going to rebuild, then I got to prepare myself, because that means I'm in for like 4 more years of mediocrity at best. And I already put up with 10 years of mediocrity at best. Oh, pretty much 10 years. So, yeah, I don't know, guy. There's just like some games it looks like they just genuinely do not care. Or they just can't just coordinate anything correctly. Because errors are a huge reason as to why this team it has been the way this team is. Like, so many errors. So many. And I don't know. I really don't know. What is Matt Wise doing when these guys are just absolutely swinging? Alright? What is he doing? Who is that guy, bro? Who is that guy and what is he doing? Because Matt Wise comes out and he's like, oh yeah, you know, Matt Wise, I'm out here, look like I'm talking on the field. And he just goes back and then, you know, 1 time out of 10 will something actually change. Yet, I'm hearing out here that Shohei Ohtani is telling these guys, yeah, you know, just, you know, do this, do a little bit of that. Maybe, you know, double take 3 times. And that's working. People stop doing that. Jose Suarez, arguably everyone's least favorite pitcher. I haven't even gotten to the pitching, dude. I have not even gotten to the pitch. I've gone this much ranting about freaking nothing in the infield and outfield and everything else. What is man's doing? Bro, is that my freaking... Actually, I can't even say that's my brother. My brother's probably 20 times better than me. Is that my freaking... I don't know. Is that my dog or something? I don't even have a dog. Dang it, what was I saying? I forgot what I was saying. Oh, right. So, everyone's out here like, oh, freaking, you know, what are the coaching doing? Why is everyone sucking butthole? Why, huh, Matt Wise? Huh, freaking everyone else? And it's like, well, that's a very valid point. I'm gonna die here. I don't even care if I die here, honestly. I just want to get to my point. But everyone's out here like, oh, freaking training ain't doing nothing. And it's kind of true because it's coming out that Shohei Ohtani is out here freaking telling these guys how to not tip their pitches and, you know, how to be actual, you know, how to hit the ball. Gio Urshela, the Giga Chad himself, was out here telling guys, hey, if you want to, you know, actually hit the freaking ball, try doing this instead of that. And guess what? It freaking worked. So, I don't know, dude. It's one, it's the other. It's freaking baloney. It's Angels baseball. I cannot wait to watch it. The pitching, I want to make this quick because I don't want to go. It's been a while, so I don't want to keep going on too much. But the pitching has been fantastic. At least from a bullpen perspective, the pitching is just god tier. I could not... Everyone that they've called up from AA and AAA, or mostly AA because freaking we're like that, phenomenal. Jose Soriano, dude, freaking Ben Joyce. And they just got Ben Joyce's brother, which is pretty based as well. That means we can collect the Joyce brothers, bro. That's gonna be cool. Well, that already means we got the Joyce brothers. But yeah, we got them. We got freaking Chris Stavinsky. Take it. Chris Stavinsky has had a bit of a falling off as of late, which kind of sucks. But you know, it's baseball. That's gonna happen. I'm hoping it doesn't happen for too long though, because I want Chris Stavinsky to go prove them wrong. And you know, yeah. But yeah, I just everyone's kind of just regressed a bit in the pitching world. Bullpen and starters included, especially starters. Patrick Sandoval has really been struggling, which is very weird. Reed Detmers, he's been pitching pretty... It's been hit or miss too with Reed Detmers, which kind of sucks because I really wish he would have, you know, really wish the at-bats would have saved his freaking fabulous pitching against the Doyers, but, you know, Angely's got an Angely. Oh, that guy's got a friend with him. That's probably the end of the game. But, yeah, I don't know. I'm really just hoping that it's a over 500 season. Well, could they make the playoffs? Yes, they could, but it's very unlikely. And even if they make the playoffs, no one's gonna cover it, dude. That's sad. No one's gonna cover it. They're gonna be like, oh my god, the Angelies broke their playoff drought. Anyway, how about Ohtani? And that's literally the only coverage this team gets. Either Ohtani or Trout or Butthole or whatever. But, you know, I don't know. All I know is that Matt Moore's coming back soon. So, Jesus! What a freaking... All in all, this team have the potential. The players are right there. Unfortunately, lost a couple good players due to injuries. The pitching really just needs to learn how to find a good strike zone and stop giving freaking meatballs to the other team, because I swear to God, if I see another freaking pitch from Tyler Anderson go straight down the middle and they just knock it out of the park, I'm going to lose my mind. I'm pretty sure there's like 500 other things that I've missed. I can guarantee you there are like 500 other things that I've missed. The draft got some pitchers, got some outfielders. Like I said, we got the second Joyce brother, so that's freaking cool. You know, it's at the moment it's literally just trying to have enough people to play the actual freaking game, because the Angels game stretched pretty thin right now. Due to all the injuries. Brandon Drury's out with a shoulder injury, now that I remember. You know, you got pitchers going now. I completely forgot that Jose Quijada, Mr. Spicy Time himself, was out until like maybe a day or two ago. There was a list posted and someone said, hey, what about Jose Quijada? And I'm like, oh, that's right, we have Jose Quijada. And he's just freaking out too. Jose Suarez, the original fifth guy, out. He was kind of sucking towards the end of you know, before he got taken out, but, you know, out nonetheless. That's a guy right there. And, you know, it's Shohei is he's just, I don't really want to talk about Shohei. I call him the three-legged unicorn because the amount of ground out to first that he's gotten is just hilarious. But that's not to undermine any of the success he's had. Broman will literally come in, score a home run just so that the Angels don't get shut out unless they're playing the Marlins, which is freaking hilarious, or the Dodgers for you know, that fact. But, you know, screw that series. We don't talk about that series. But yeah, I mean, I really don't know what else to say. Well, actually, there's plenty I could say, but I don't want to be here for another 4 hours. It's already been almost like an hour, maybe like 45 minutes, give or take. But yeah, I don't know, dude. Oh man, this team. I gotta love Angels baseball. The greatest, the biggest stars in MLB history, and they go sub 500 for like the past 8 years. Gotta love it, dude. But it's a team sport. It's a team sport. It's not like football where you can just have Brady and Gronk or Brady and Edelman or freaking Big Mac Daddy Jones and Jacoby Meyer. Yeah, I get it. That last one isn't supposed to be serious. You know, it's not like Mahomes and Kelsey. You know, it's not like that. You need a full team of, like I said, try to love everybody, but when everybody just absolutely sucks butthole, it's very hard to like everybody, especially when they are the reason that the team loses. Like I said, early season Matt Thaiss, everybody hated him. Now he's gotten a little better. He's become an integral part of the team. Miralo, freaking integral. And, you know, it's just a matter of, at this rate, it's just a matter of everyone stepping up, because people are on the IL. Sure, they're going to be coming back later, but I mean, things happen. You gotta prepare for certain things. But I don't know. This has been my mid-season rant of the Angolies. Obviously, there's no face cam because I'm not going to wait 4 hours for that to upload. And then that puts me behind like 4 more hours. I want to get some sleep, rest up, go to work, watch some Angolies baseball, enjoy my weekend. And I hope you enjoy your weekend. If you're an Angels fan, freaking get your tall cans ready because it's going to be a doozy against the Astros. I don't know if this video is going to go out when they finish the first game. Probably is. Probably going to go out Saturday. So I don't know. Today, whenever it is. I don't know. The time is weird here. But yeah. I'm pretty sure I covered mostly everything that I wanted to cover, even though I didn't want to cover any of this. Like I said, I wanted to put way more, effort into this video. I wanted to have like pictures and clips, but unfortunately I work nights, and this is the best you're getting. Me yelling at Fortnite, yelling at the MLB and the Angels is the best you're gonna get. One day I'll have a good production value looking video. One of these days. So yeah. So yeah, this has been it. If you enjoyed a long rant like this, freaking AI didn't, because I know that yelling about the Angels just took like 5 years out of my life. So that being said, I'll see you guys next time. Let's hope that the Angels don't absolutely kick the bucket.